Hi, this is Ross Payton, just reminding you that the Night Clerk Backer Kit campaign is still going on. We've reached our main goal, but we have stretch goals. Conversion guides for specific RPG systems, and at $9,000, all backers receive a novella, The Left Angle Hotel by Laura Limehouse of Technical Difficulties Podcast. Jack Garcia and Calvin Ridge would much rather be lost in a good book than this hotel. Although, considering how little the hotel accords with reality, maybe the books in here aren't better. Join Jack and Calvin as they battle with the Night Clerk while trying to escape the Left Angle Hotel. Enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome to Roleplaying Public Radio's production of Impossible Landscapes, a play written by Dennis Detweiler. This is the 11th part of our radio serial adaptation. In the last part, the agents went to Louisiana, Iberia Parish, looking for records as asked for by Mr. Wist. Or was it Mr. Wild? It was definitely one of them.
It was Wist, I believe.
Yes. And the records, the documents they seek are on an island, Marsh Island. There was a resort there. It is now in ruins, and the records are for some reason kept in there. The boat that brought them to the island had some other travelers, a group of film students who are putting on a film, student film, which is an adaptation of an ancient play, they said. So they have costumes and a prop in a large wooden crate that is, they call an animatronic robot that they salvaged from a house fire somewhere in Boston. A lucky find, they said. So we begin September 7th. 2015. As we begin, all of you are on the dock, or at least the stone remnants of the dock. The wooden part, of course, was long blown away, but you were able to, the boat is able to get close enough to, the fishing boat is able to get close enough that you all can offload your equipment. There are 6 students, college students, with you. And they are, getting their props and equipment, and food and water and all that, onto the island. Let's see here. The fisherman, says he will come back before dark or 5 o'clock. He gives director Scott a, radio, little handheld radio, and says, I'll probably be back in range about as I head my way back. Around 4 o'clock, so y'all just turn that on around 4, and we can rendezvous and make sure if you got any problems, if you go to this frequency here, there's you should be able to get the Coast Guard. Usually this Coast Guard boat, or around this area, watching over all fishermen, making sure we're not doing anything unsafe or breaking any regulations. Good. We'll see you at the end of the day. So, you were there. The resort itself is a massive hulking structure, even now, decades after it was abandoned. As you can see, it is a stone and metal pillars are mostly still intact. There's some stairways, some wooden structures inside. You can see inside a bit. There are enough holes in the roof that light's coming in. It is a 19th century construction. So it is somewhere up on the second floor, on the northwest corner of the building. But Emmeline, the actor, she smiles at Ryan a bit, and you remind me of someone I know. Anyways, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, it shouldn't take us too long, but I guess we've got the day to do it, so that's good. That's very good. Hopefully we'll be able to get your small bit you're doing on the island done very quickly. And then you can just wait for the boat to return.
Well, we're going to be shooting all day, there's a lot of scenes here, but so everyone can just go around and kind of remind me what your initial plan is. So Ryan, what were you thinking? You were concerned with this prop robot for some reason.
I feel weird icks from the propped robot. So I have commandeered one of their light reflecty things, and I'm like, well, I will help you because this is a very historical site. You shouldn't be here, and yes, I'll assist to your shoot. Definitely not just overwatching the robot.
Okay, yeah. So they're not planning to shoot the robot first. They're going to shoot some establishing shots, and sort of like, this is the first time they've actually been on the island, so need to figure out where to shoot. So they're like walking around. They're only they didn't have time to like location scout and sort of properly plan it out. They did watch some Urban Explorer YouTube videos and photo blogs to play in. So they're kind of hurriedly, they're students. They're still
the
learning.
same as knowing how.
Yeah. So they're all hustling and bustling. So they say they're probably not going to get to the robot. Probably not until later in the day, because they want to get like the sun setting a bit. They want to get the right light for it. So it'll probably be one of the last things they shoot. But they have it out, and one of the actors, Amanda, is looking it over, doing some making sure
motherfucker.
Making sure some of the things are intact. Yeah, she does seem kind of familiar to you for some reason, Yersinia. What was your initial plan? Are you just going to make a beeline for where you think the documents are? Are you going to be talking to these students or anything?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually going to hang back, sort of with Ryan. I want to keep an eye on the machine, obviously, but also, I mean, we've got a dead ringer for Emmeline right here, so I don't trust like that. I want to kind of keep an eye on the situation. I'll like light up a smoke and just linger by the docks.
Yeah,
vaguely near Ryan.
Emmeline does like, do you? Oh man, I'm trying to quit, but this is do you have one?
I don't. For someone so young as you, they'll shorten your life,
Yeah, she looks clearly disappointed, but he's like, yeah, that's true. I didn't get your name. What was your name?
Oh, I didn't give you my name.
Oh, I'm Emmeline.
I know.
Oh,
good luck with your movie.
Okay. Okay. So having this awkward conversation there. Yeah. Marley, what is your initial plan?
I mean, initially my plan was get documents as quickly as possible, be ready to leave as soon as possible. Although I would rather not go in and do that alone, so I'm not sure if anyone else is.
Jørgen is fine with facilitating that.
Okay.
He pretty strongly suspects that we're going to run into an all hands on deck situation sooner than later. So let's get our objective out of the way.
Okay.
And I would expect, for a moment, I was comforted when the boat guy said he was going to be back before early afternoon. But now it's sounding like they have plans to be here as it gets dark, which I am not in favor of anyone being anywhere near this building when it's dark.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. So the two of you are heading out to actually find the documents. What skill are you going to be using to find your way through this massive ruin?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They're going to YouTube Urban Explorers.
I
have established.
I have search.
So that
That's about.
Is search a decent choice?
Yeah, search would work. Yeah.
Okay.
I could either do search or I could do bureaucracy if I could think about where someone might. No, that would.
No, you don't have any documents on hand yet. That would
I'll just do search then.
Okay.
Yeah,
history?
Normal success.
Normal success. Yeah.
I do have history, but not very high. 28 success.
Okay. So you start searching the ruins. You have a vague description of where it should be, so you start following those instructions. And your first sort of obstacle is you need to get to the second floor. And there are two staircases. One looks quite solid, but there is a bunch of wrecked, not wrecked, but furniture blocking the stairwell. It is a very wide stairwell, but they have someone has shoved a bunch of tables and desks and bed frames and that kind of thing in there. So getting through that would be messy. You'd either have to drag that stuff out of the way, or wiggle your way through, which, this is very old furniture. There's probably some sharp edges. So the other staircase is narrower. Looks more like it was used by employees going back and forth. But it is, there are some holes. It is rickety. There's also an elevator shaft. They did eventually build one, but obviously there's no power, and there hasn't been for a long time. So, which two the staircases do you want to look at, or try?
Marley, let's get this stuff out of the way. I don't like the idea of having to suddenly flee downstairs with holes in them.
Yeah, that having a more solid means of egress seems wise. Yeah.
Okay. Both of you give me strength times 5 to move this stuff out of the way.
Yes, strength, a thing I definitely am good at.
Regular success.
Mm-hmm.
Regular failure.
Okay. It's not a critical failure, so it's just going to take you a while and a lot of sweat and dirt to get it up there.
My strength is 8. I'm not a big girl.
Okay. So while you two are working on that a bit, Emmeline sits down next to you, Ryan, and starts looking at the script, and says, "Do you know much about ancient Greek plays or anything? I don't know what your background is. I'm sorry if that's rude or whatever, but I'm studying this stuff and it's really fascinating to me."
I'm sure you find it fascinating. I do more light reading than your Greek philosophy play thing. I don't want to see your play. I'm sure it's good, though. Like, it's just gotta, nod. It's probably really good.
Well, Emmeline totally misses the cue and keeps talking. I mean, the thing that really interests me is this whole thing about destiny versus free will. Oedipus was fated, was prophesized to marry his mother and kill his father, right? But so is he really responsible for his own sins? I mean, if the gods put this on him without did he choose to do that? Does he deserve his fate? It's an interesting question, because he did have free will and he made those choices, but someone predicted that would happen. And so did he really? Yeah, you can just go back and forth on that.
Pretty sure he did.
He did choose to do that?
Yeah.
So he deserved his fate.
I heard about that one a couple years back. Nah, it sounds like it was all him.
It was all him. Okay.
I side-eye Ryan, and I take a drag of my cigarette, and I say, "So you're saying that people should be responsible for their own problems, right?"
I take responsibility for most of the problems that have occurred around me. Yeah. Just kind of trails off.
Oh, do you take the opposite stance?
And in your opinion, what would the opposite stance be?
Well, that it's not fair to Oedipus. If he was destined to do that, why should he be punished for something he had no control over?
So you assume it's a dichotomy?
Well, I guess that I'm still learning this stuff. I guess I assumed it was. I mean, what is it not?
How could it not be? I think that it's maybe a little bit more complex than we could ever fully reason out. I think that maybe we can play at understanding it, but I don't think that understanding predestination or determinism or any such thing is really possible for any one person, let alone, forgive me for saying so, a college student.
What do you think Oedipus should have done once he, heard the prophecy? You think he should have, tried to thwart it or just ignore it like he did?
Probably not his mom.
Everyone stares at Ryan. Nobody liked that.
Yeah, Ryan's just gonna They're just kind of like take a couple steps away, like kicking a rock.
Perfect.
Well,
yeah.
say someone is prophesied to bring about great misfortune, would it not then be the moral thing to do to end their life as soon as possible?
I mean, if you believe the prophecy was true.
And how can we believe the prophecy is true before seeing it unfold?
I mean, that's a problem, isn't it?
It doesn't really matter, does it? Because we can't ever know the answer ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you're into astrology, aren't you? Just one of those it's written in the stars kind of gal.
I was, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Sometimes I do look up at the night sky, and it's comforting to think that there is like a greater force out there controlling it all. Like, I mean, just chaos, just utter random chaos is scary, right?
Is it? Wouldn't utter random chaos be the epitome of free will?
Huh. Yeah, you give me a lot to think about.
I was a professor once. It's my job.
Really? Oh, wow. I guess it makes sense if you're doing this if you're willing to go to these links to do whatever research you're kind of trying to do, right? You're trying to get some documents or something?
I nod.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of people who would go to, an island out here in the middle of nowhere to do that. That seems pretty extreme.
Whatever it takes to get the job done, I suppose.
We took a boat. It wasn't that hard. We hired it. He drove us here. You guys are here. That's making it a bit harder for us, actually. But it's not that hard. It's
a big island. I mean, you're not shooting either. Like, you don't need like So at this point, the director comes up to. It's like, Emmeline, we need you in costume. We're getting ready. It's like, oh, sorry. She rushes over. It was good talking to you. We have a cooler with some water if you didn't bring any, and some snacks. Just don't go hog wild. Meanwhile, Marley and Jørgen, you're both covered in sweat. At
least I'm not sweating into open wounds right now, which is a thing that I'm both grateful for and not thinking about.
Oh yeah, your skin is extremely itchy right now. You're where the wounds are.
No, it isn't. I'm not thinking about it.
Healed.
Yeah. So the two of you get up to the second floor. Give me another search check.
Mm-hmm. I definitely fail.
Just barely. Yeah, I fail.
Okay. You find a new stairwell that's actually clear, leading right back to where the landing is, where
back down.
Yeah.
Careful now.
Looking at my watch.
Yeah, you just stumble on the student setting up a scene. There is some robed characters, one wearing a crown. They're all wearing masks. One's wearing a crown. They're talking about Casilda. Yeah.
Quietly exit scene? Is that
they stop? Oh, sorry. Was this? No, don't worry. This is MOS. As long as you're not in front of the camera, you're fine.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We're gonna have singing and stuff. It's gonna be like a Greek chorus. It's gonna, yeah.
Sorry, didn't know you were shooting down this stairwell. We'll be more careful next time.
Yeah.
What time do you guys have? What time is it?
It's like 10:20.
Okay. Yeah. No.
You're yeah. The morning. You've been there about an hour at this point.
All right.
Okay. Are you gonna try again?
Yes.
Okay. Give you search checks.
No, not those dice. Those dice are mean.
This time I got an 6.
Sick. And I fail.
Okay. You find yourself back at the same landing.
I don't like that.
You took a right instead of a left this time, but you wound up in the same place.
Okay, that's not necessarily unnatural. I could just suck at this. I'm not a I'm not a maps girl. I'm a people
Let's
person,
try something.
supposedly.
Hold on to my arm and close your eyes.
Okay, that I can do. I will do that thing that Jørgen
And
just
then
said.
I will try again.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I succeed.
Okay. You come to a large room, or actually a hallway that has the windows open, overlooking the water. And you turn and you look, and the because of the way the light is, the water, you actually think you see something very large in the water, something with straight lines and right angles. Yeah, give me an alertness check.
And just Jørgen, my eyes are closed.
Yeah.
I make it.
Yeah, give me a sand check.
Yeah. Success.
It looks like a structure of some kind. Just you're looking at it from the ground up, like it is the bottom, like the floor of that structure. It is like upside down under the water, but intact.
Would I feel like it kind of reminds me of the cover of A World Without Doors by Emmeline Fitz?
Yeah. Go ahead and lose one sand.
Punished for competence.
Yep.
Just like real life.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe it's a good thing that I continually suck at
Jørgen has
everything.
stopped and has not spoken in like 20 seconds, Farley.
Yeah, I should
Keep your
I wanna-
eyes shut.
Well, that okay.
But you can
working
what?
on it.
And this is when you look around, you're on the first floor.
Oh.
Oh wait, I'm not looking around. I don't know this. This is
Yeah. What do you
The
do?
documents might only be here at night.
I open my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
at this
I?
point,
Am I also
Ryan-
seeing crazy shit?
give me a alertness check.
Okay. Thanks for that. 33 critical success.
Give me a sand check.
Now it's a party. Fail.
Well, fortunately, you only lose one sand from unnatural, as you do see the tower that was on the cover of A World Without Doors, upside down in the water, perfectly reflected. In the distance, you can hear Ryan and Yersinia talking. You think something about free will. You're on the first floor. Yeah.
Would unnatural be a better skill to be using, Ross?
Ryan, I don't know. You could try. Are you going to find the second floor stairs going up again?
I'm gonna sort of just close my eyes and move with a sense of poetry instead of a sense of sense, and I succeed on my unnatural.
Okay. You run into someone. Oh, you see you hear Emmeline's voice. I'm sorry. Were you looking for the documents? I think you got lost. You're on the first floor.
Yeah, I seem to have been turned around.
Oh.
Apologies.
Yeah, this place is kind of a labyrinth, isn't it?
It sure seems that way.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. I just said labyrinth. Look, there. Look, there's. She points at something. Are you going to look?
Yes.
She points at the stairs that you cleared out, but there is something different about it. There is a red string going up.
How kind of Ariadne.
I will follow Ariadne's clue and go along the path of the red string.
Yeah, red strings of fate. It's fine. We're good.
Yeah. So the two of you go up. Meanwhile, the two of you are there. They're still filming. They're still working on the robot.
Yes,
a little bit.
I have something I'd like to talk to Ryan about.
Okay.
So we're just kind of like askance of whatever's going on, just to the side or whatever.
Yeah.
Ryan, I step up to you, and you feel a gun against your back.
Okay.
Very discreet, like lower back, just kind of like any
Mhm.
onlookers wouldn't think anything of it. I'm just standing by you. And I'd say, so, my dear Mr. West, I'm sure by now you've either noticed or come to suspect that what I do is I make associations. And I have had the I find myself in a rather unfortunate position because I've come to think that you might not be trustworthy anymore. Allow me to walk you through my thought process.
Please do.
So first it starts with the body. I'm sure that we all are very familiar with it. You were all too eager to take a body from the morgue and feed it to whatever it was we fed it to. And you passed on the blame to somebody who was ostensibly innocent.
Well, we needed assistance burning down a ton of places. I got us out, didn't I?
That's true, you did. However, post getting out, you were all too eager to associate with the encounter group, weren't you?
One time, I collecting data, and Ryan's like trying to keep we're having a normal conversation face on. Once, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, following that, Jørgen was left for dead in my absence. I have no explanation for this. As I was not present, I can only assume that you did something.
You can only re-stitch wounds so many times before the human body no longer likes backyard surgeries. He wasn't left for dead. He was left in a hospital where he could get the correct surgeries in a sterile environment where he needed them. If anything, I saved Jørgen's life. You could have come back to Jørgen being in the house and dead. Would you have preferred that?
No, I would not. I am grateful if indeed it was you who saved Jørgen's life. But of course, what follows is the next point. You were the only one that truly knew where Jørgen was, weren't you?
Yeah, I took him
and
to
yet
hospital.
Jørgen was attacked by someone from what is likely Delta Green.
I told Marley I took him to hospital.
So, of course, okay.
We left his phone in his room so he could contact us. Maybe they traced that. How do I know? Everywhere we go, this shit follows us. I don't think it really matters. If it could have been the most secret, murder everyone who possibly knew that man was there, I think this still would have happened.
You think that even in a locked room without anyone knowing where he was, it would have showed up?
This shit keeps happening to us. I can walk through portals. Yeah, probably enter a fucking locked room. Again, this is also like a gritted smile.
And of course, I'm sure you're going to attest that, despite none of us having phones at the time, Marley, you, and I were attacked again by the same people that attacked Jørgen. You had nothing to do with that, I'm sure.
I'm glad you agree.
Of course. Ryan, I do have to admit, since our time in the sanitarium, I have found myself growing increasingly suspicious of you. I would like to do away with this suspicion. You're a stand-up fellow, I do have to say. You have your head on straight and you keep things simple. I can appreciate that as someone who often complicates things. So, in lieu of an exhaustive explanation of everything that's happened, what I'd like instead is, you know what's going on with Jørgen, don't you?
Yeah.
What exactly?
He's losing his humanity. He's still him, but he's becoming something else. The ghouls fixed him in the only way they could, by making him into one of them. It hasn't happened yet, but you've obviously noticed some differences. He's the clothing he is now donning, the squinting in pain, looking at the sun, the fact that he came back completely healthy, if not better than he was.
You feel the gun leave your back.
Well, I appreciate that.
Ryan, I am sorry,
Me too.
Our little talk with our imposter, Emmeline, had me thinking about free will, predestination, determinism, etc., whatever you want to call it. Do you remember back in the hotel when we had just gotten that red book? How I was all doom and gloom, saying we should wrap things up with our loved ones because we were going to die soon.
Yeah.
I think we've already died. I think that this is just a very long and slow death. I pat him on the shoulder and go towards wherever Jørgen and Marley are.
Ryan's going to pull out his own smoke and just kind of sit with that for a moment.
After about a minute, Emmeline just kind of like saddles up to you. It's like, do you have one? Right.
He just doesn't even look, he just passes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you fucking Nick fiend.
You know those will kill you, right?
Oh, I'm not worried about getting old.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah. So, yeah, you share a smoke with Emmeline.
Can I take real life sanity damage? Just...
Oh.
So Yersinia, you find a large staircase, a grand staircase that has had furniture moved aside recently, and there's a red string going up into the second floor.
Okay.
Up ahead. Yeah, and you can hear footsteps. You think you hear Jørgen up ahead. So I assume you follow that too.
Yeah. I grab the red. I mean, is the red string grabbable?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Grab the red string. Let's see where it leads. Couldn't be more clear.
Yeah. So you'll see this, but first off, Marley and Jørgen, you follow the red string. It goes down a hallway where all the windows have been shut, and so it gets very dark very quickly, to the point where you have to pull out a flashlight or your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But as you walk through this very long hallway, both of you begin to hear faint laughter and light, like piano music.
Okay, I reach into my bag and produce the shotgun that was left behind by the person who shot me with it.
I sort of get the machete out of its makeshift strap.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be quieter.
And roll it a couple times.
Okay. As you do so, both of you find yourself in the resort as it was. It is no longer ruined. It is night. The windows are open. You can feel you can just smell the storm coming. And the electric lights are working, and there is a party up ahead. Both of you give me Sam. And you are both dressed in evening wear.
Oh.
Yersinia, you appear behind them a moment later.
Hello, my dear.
Yeah.
I rolled all zeros.
All right.
That's good, right? That's good.
Yeah, we've done that so often. That's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, this is only 4 sanity for you.
Ross.
Yeah.
Mine's a 99.
All right, that's also 4.
Come on!
Neither of you, actually, yeah, both of you kind of, God, yeah, how do you react? Your weapons are replaced with party favors at this point. The shotgun becomes a, kind of thing. And the machete becomes like a butter knife, and you have a slice of cake, a little plate in your hand.
I start killing people with a butter knife.
Yersinia, you appear a moment later behind them. Also,
I made my sand check.
Oh, yeah, it's 0. Yeah, no, this just is par for the course.
If Yersinia is here, I immediately grab for her hand. Not okay.
Yeah, I'll pull Marley in close. I'll shepherd this lost lamb.
Yersinia, you have history, right?
I do have history, yes.
Okay, so the you don't have to make a check to realize the decor is 1950s. The music coming up ahead, and they told you that Marsh Island Resort was hit by a storm in 1956.
This is ostensibly Marsh Island right before the storm hits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Yep.
So apparently, day and night are daylight is no protection anymore.
But you, so Jørgen, you go up ahead. You can.
Okay.
Oh no, everyone. I'm sorry. Before this starts, I'm already unarmed, so it's less of a problem. But if I don't have Yersinia's jacket on, I can't succeed at anything. I am incapable of successfully acting. Just as a reminder, what totemic compulsion does.
You get it. Well, you.
I'm wearing different clothes, Ross.
Yeah, that's true. You are. Okay, yeah, you are. Yersinia, I would allow you to make a persuade check.
Abandoning the totemic item, giving it to someone else, or letting it be destroyed, or let's see, what is it? Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. If it's destroyed, I'm useless and can no longer succeed. So it's not if it's just gone, but I'm probably not doing well.
Yeah, maybe you can think of it as if you can get out of this, you can have it again, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good. I'm muttering to Yersinia I'm sorry, I lost your jacket.
I'm just rubbing the small of her back. It's all right.
Okay, so you two are comforting each other. Jørgen, you go up the room up ahead. The lights are out, but there's light spilling in from a larger room off to the side. There's a man with his back to you, sipping a martini, watching whatever's going on in the room with lights on. So he is totally unaware of you. What do you do?
Butter knife goes in the ear.
All right, give me a melee.
Can I cover Marley's eyes?
Sure.
All right.
Success.
All right. Yeah. No, he's dead.
Did he have anything useful on him that could be used for killing?
No.
Does he smell like food?
Oh, he does smell like food.
All right. I'll bite out his throat.
Give me a sand check.
I'll bite out his throat.
Lick the butter knife. Lick the butter knife.
Oh, you are eating him? You are going to start?
Yeah.
All right. Marley and Yersinia, give me a sand check.
My eyes are covered. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm adapted to violence and helplessness.
Well, this is unnatural.
Okay.
Well, yeah. That's fair. So
my back's to him. They won't see exactly what it looks like.
No, you're right. It's not unnatural yet.
They can imagine I have a normal human draw if they like.
All right. So you're adapted to violence and helplessness. So yeah, no sand loss for you, Yersinia. But give me a sand. You're eating a human's flesh. So what'd you get on that sand check there?
22.
Okay, yeah.
It tastes great.
You lose 1. Eating a corpse is never not going to cause sand loss. I'm just.
But does it cause anything else, Ross?
Well, you keep eating. Yeah, this is
once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Yeah, this is you drag them off into this darkened room and start feasting. This is going to take you a while because it is an adult man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So Marley and Yersinia, you're in the resort. You're hearing the sounds of feasting, of flesh ripping, and a guttural low growl.
This is going to happen. This is always going to happen. Nothing I could have done could change this.
This is years ago.
Yep,
right?
Yep.
That's what it is.
It's that non-expressive power. I'm
You
just
could find
an actor in
another
the play.
Yeah. The layout of this place makes sense to you now. I mean, it is. You know clearly what corner of the building the judge's office is.
I was just
office.
gonna ask.
We need.
Yeah.
Present day versus present time. We know where the safe is located in what the building used to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just go there. Let's go there. Blend in with the party.
Yeah. So the two of you go, leaving Jørgen to feast. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ryan, they are getting ready to do some shots of the not with the robot. They're not turning it on, but they want to get some establishing shots of it standing in the ruins and whatnot. So yeah, they got it out.
I volunteer. I grab the little light reflecty thing and try to stand as close to it as possible without being in shot.
Okay, yeah. Give me an alertness check.
Oh God. I do not make that.
Seems fine.
71.
Seems fine. Fine. Yeah. They get the shot. They say, okay, yeah. So Amanda here is going to work on setting up for the movement shot where it's going to walk from here to here towards the king, and that's the big shot we want. So we gotta wait for the light to get right, but Amanda wants to make sure she's going to do a test run of the robot. So we're going to move on with you and Amanda. Well, technically it's just Amanda. I mean, if you want help, that's great. Obviously, we student film, we really appreciate it. Here, by the way, here's a release form and how you want to be credited in the credits.
Oh, no, I don't need credit. No, absolutely. I'm just very passionate about the arts.
Okay.
To help you guys out, this is payment enough.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't even have to make a check. They believe you. They're just students. Of course, people would just help them. Why wouldn't they?
Everybody loves college students.
One day when you guys are famous, I'll turn to my grandkids and say, I was there at the start.
Oh, yeah, they big smiles and some laughs. But yeah, no, that will happen. Yeah, they're very confident.
Oh my God.
So yeah. You and Amanda are there as Amanda works on the robot. She starts powering it up, plugging in the batteries and everything.
Now, I know that a lot of really good movies, they use skateboards and just they just pull them as though the robots are walking. Have you ever considered that instead?
That's the backup plan, but it moves really weirdly. It's really cool. Whoever built this originally had some really good ideas. But yeah, they we don't know. I think the guy's dead or whatever. He went crazy apparently. I don't know. But whatever. We're it's a secret. We just found we're kind of claiming that we made it entirely. So you didn't hear that from me. So yeah, but yeah, don't worry.
So you stole it from a dead guy?
Well, we stole it from a yard. It was in a yard of a house that had burned down and nobody had taken it. They were just gonna put it in and they were just gonna dump it. They're just gonna throw it in the landfill as scrap. And so it looks so cool. We had to get it.
Yes, it really does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I'm glad you see it. You want to get up close? Look at they have little gears in here. I don't even know if they're artistic or if they're structural. I don't know. It's really cool.
I would love to take a close look at it. I want to approach the robot carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that I could do that looks like it would help disable this fucking thing?
What skill do you have to figure that out?
That is a question.
Mm-hmm.
Psychotherapy, no. Unnatural?
Oh yeah, unnatural. Yeah, I'll give you yeah. Oh yeah. Tell me what's your unnatural skill at?
20?
Yeah. All right, give me a roll.
It's better than nothing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am not a mechanics man. That is an odd 3.
Yeah. It makes sense to you. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's good,
You
right?
yeah. In fact, you see the logic of it now.
Oh, God.
It is. In fact, if you hit a little switch right there in the heart, it could be loyal to you. It would be your guardian.
Oh, that's a non-violent way of ending this for now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
It would
is
obey
it?
you.
We're not there. This is Ryan time.
If this thing... All right, so like Ryan is like, all right, so if this thing powers up, we're stuck on an island with it. We can't just run away again. That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
If I press the button, I can at least tell it not to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Ryan's a very simple man. I'm going to switch the robot from evil to good.
maybe tell it to dig a hole until it reaches the core of the earth.
Yeah, you don't know how intelligent it is, but it definitely is, instead of being Barbas's lion, it's your lion now.
Yeah, you switch the switch from Barbas to Ryan. There's a Ryan setting already. Don't question it.
Yeah.
No.
You turn the gear and it has your name stamped in metal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, give me a sand check for a natural.
Yeah, okay. That's, 21, I'm very fine with this.
Yeah, you're
of course
fine,
it's my robot. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. So Amanda powers it on, and it sort of scoots along in these kind of like fake pneumatic legs that they grafted onto it, and it kind of wobbles along. But you feel like, yeah, if you were to actually say something, it would respond to you.
I will let it do the shot for now, because I feel like college students knowing that I can control a robot with words, probably not great.
Probably not great. All right. Meanwhile, let's see. Jørgen. Well, Jørgen, you're still feasting. So
dining in, yeah. Table for one.
Marley.
Well, there's 2 people, but
yeah. Marley and Yersinia, you have to go through a room where there are a group of about like maybe 6 to 12 people in here, all talking. It's cocktails and banter. This sort of kind of vibe. All dressed in very elegant 1950s clothing. No one. There is a waiter coming by with a tray of drinks. And. Yeah, as you go by though, let's see, a younger man stops, and he's like, "Don't I know you from somewhere?"
I look at him.
Yeah.
Does he look familiar to you?
Oh, it's my turn to decide?
Yeah.
No, I'll leave this one to Marley.
All right. He's like, well, but he's still there. Yeah, what do you say? He's...
That's what I say. No.
Yeah.
And then I just keep going.
All right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Marley just shakes her head.
All right, you ruffle some feathers, but you move on. And you come to a room with a little sign next to it saying, Judge LeBlanc. You remember hearing that he had retired here, and so he had a permanent residence. And obviously, he was vain enough to put a little sign on there, even though at this point he was retired. But there is a light under the door, and the door is ajar. You hear jazz playing on a vinyl record, but not talking.
I'll knock.
Hello! Deep voice, very judgely.
Of course.
Yeah. Enter. Sam,
right.
is that... Oh, good evening, ladies. Are you lost by chance?
Not at all. I believe that we found just the man we're looking for. Judge LeBlanc, am I right?
Yes, at your pleasure. and who might you be, my dear?
You could call me Eclepid. As far as this is younger. Now,
I nod politely.
What charming names, I do declare.
God, fuck off.
Would you care for a drink this evening?
Of course. And if you don't mind, I'd like some reading to go with it.
Oh, well, yesterday's paper is over there. If you need some, I'm not sure what I follow though.
Is the so before
this
I
is
press,
like a this is like a study or a lounge, like an open area. Like
before I press this line of inquiry, does the safe exist presently?
Yes, it is across. Yeah, it is a walk-in safe. He clearly, he has a whole, but it is ajar. He has so this room is very much a manly man's study of like leather seats.
Right.
Bookshelves, a liquor cabinet with cigars, and his diplomas and various photos of him.
Right.
So, but
another doctor friend who thinks he's king of his own little domain.
Yeah, exactly. And you can tell he's reading some of his old papers on the table. Were you at my presentation yesterday talking about some of my famous cases that I've presided over? It's quite the hit here at the resort.
Yes, actually.
Well, is that the mystery is solved? That obviously you are not the first to ask for more information on a case. In fact,
I was very interested in the Ossett case.
Oh, yeah, Elmer Losette. Yes, wow.
Losette, sorry.
Yes. Oh, it's quite fine, my dear. Here, have some bourbon here.
Just
if that's not...
knocks it back.
Just
Oh my God.
All in one.
Yes, it is. We got a big storm coming. It's going to be quite dramatic later. But yes, Elmer Losette. That is the case. I see you have. I'm preparing for tomorrow night's lecture where I explain this case in detail. But if you want a preview, please sit down. I'm happy to elucidate. So he begins talking about Elmer Losette, and the papers are right in front of you on the table as he motions for you to sit across from him. He's quite happy to hold court and pontificate about the law. The derangement of Elmer Losette, his infamous crimes. I'll summarize it a bit, but you two begin to sit down and listen.
I'm actually going to be standing nearby and like smoking, but like a little bit away to the side, just so as not to.
He does have some cigarettes. He said, "Well, cigars obviously for not." Suited for your delicate constitution. Of
course.
But,
yeah.
I do have cigarettes available. If you,
I have my own. Thank you.
Oh yes.
So, did Norris, Ingalls, and whatever specify they wanted the case files or just the info?
Yeah, we need the files.
Compile and deliver a complete dossier on the crimes of Elmer Losette. So, first-hand documents would be very useful.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Jørgen, you finish up. That was quicker than you thought it would be, but you are absolutely drenched in blood.
Yep.
And viscera. Gain a point of strength or con.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Oh no.
Let's see. How do hit points derive again?
The average of those two.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Very nice.
Rounded up, I believe.
Very nice. Okay, so Jørgen emerges from like the walk-in the utility closet or wherever he dragged the body, with a nice weapon grip on a jaggedly broken femur, and he's looking for more fun at the party.
Oh my fucking God!
All right, give me an alertness and a stealth check.
Apparently the storm arrived early.
Yeah. Was there any stories about during the storm a lot of fucking people getting murdered? 66 on alertness, so that's a critical success.
Okay.
And
Batman
13 on
detective
stealth.
mode pops up.
Yeah.
Fucking god.
So what'd you get on stealth? Sorry.
13.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're it's a party, and people are not like on the lookout for a cannibal.
It's a slasher movie now.
Yeah. You spot another dude out on a balcony, smoking and watching the ocean or the Gulf. Totally.
I cut his throat and press my mouth up to
Give
the
me-
wound and drink a bunch of blood and then throw him over the balcony.
That's not enough. You have to eat the flesh. It's not the blood.
Okay. Well, then I'll pull his tongue out through the wound and eat that.
Yeah. Give me a melee weapons check to see if you actually kill him.
One.
Okay. Yeah.
Weren't the Eaters of the Dead, wasn't their thing they didn't kill people? I don't know, I
That
might
is
just
true.
be misremembering.
It's not Jurgen's thing. What are you talking about?
Jørgen, give me a sand check.
No one ever said it was good guy Jørgen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
7
true.
success.
You lose a sand. And you cannot push the body off the balcony. You want to eat all of it.
Okay. Well, then we'll just find a different place.
Yeah.
Then.
So,
Out of the right place.
yeah. You begin feasting again. So,
Okay, so Jurgen's actually frustrated that he's compelled to stop and eat because it slows him down.
Really fucks up his usual circle.
yeah. Well, you're not you're technically more of a scavenger than a predator. So, yeah. They are.
Unfortunately, predator abilities have been grafted onto scavenger instincts, and things are happening.
So, yeah, the judge explains, well, yes, poor Elmer Losette, what a lost soul. He was born in 1911 in Auburn, Louisiana, and he left town at the tender age of 16 to join the carnival. Of course, Auburn is a ghost town by now, but of course we do have the records for the trial. And let's see, we did find eventually a census report that he was living in an orphanage in Auburn in 1920, so he grew up in there. Then this is one of the earlier cases I did. In 1928, another member of the Blue Bonnet Carnival was murdered. And Elmer Losette, of course, was the suspect. Because the victim, Mr. Mark Rourke, got on too well with the Elmer's mother, Julie, the carnival fat lady. Carney added Elmer didn't like it much, but I think maybe he got on too well with Julie himself. That was one of the witnesses. Of course, they fled the state, Elmer and his mother. They were always talking about going to New York. But they were found and arrested. He was actually caught on stealing coding tablets, vagrancy, and incest. And then, of course, with the murder, he was quite rightly convicted and sentenced to death. But there are many highlights, of course, many sundry details of life in the carnival.
So,
do you mind if I go ahead?
Yeah.
While he's doing this, I'm sort of pacing around smoking, and how much of a penalty am I going to have on skills without my thing?
Make a sand check. If you fail the sand check, then it'll be -20.
Oh,
I fail the sand check. Okay.
So -20 on everything.
All right. Well, what I'm going to attempt to do anyway, because I don't know that in character, is like slowly seem like I'm going to seem really sort of fixated on what he's saying, very interested, and once and like sort of making my way around the table, like to look at the file that he's looking at, just like, oh, that's interesting. And whenever he seems like he's sort of, I'm going to choke him out or attempt to.
Okay. Yeah. Unarmed, +20 bonus. He's definitely drunk and unsuspecting.
Okay, so just cancels out. -20
yeah.
+20.
Nice.
I'll take that.
You're a nervous wreck, but he's drunk. And-
29 out of 60. 29
Yeah.
out of 60. Girl
Yeah.
can fight when she needs to.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah,
I'll just sit there smoking and watch it happen.
yeah. He will get a chance to oppose though, but he only has it at base, and he is drunk, so he needs basically an 11, and he rolls a 97. So he feebly is. As he passes out.
Yeah, once he passes out, I'm taking his drink, knocking it back, and taking his cigar from the ground.
Okay. You, as soon as you grab the papers, you scoop them all up and you hold them in your hands. You look at them. You're blinded by daylight. Both of you are in a ruined office, sitting at dusty chairs. You have them. You're back in the present day.
I'm gonna not think about the fact that was essentially directing us to the papers we needed. That's not what I'm thinking about. Nope. Jørgen, where is Jørgen?
With my hand to Marley.
Jørgen, you're now eating you spit it out.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm not adapted to violence, so do I need to roll sand for that?
Well, Jørgen. Okay, yeah. You actually
for me choking someone out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fairness.
Oh
Someone who's not a threat to you.
Yep, and I fail.
All right, that's just one.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it's potentially life-threatening, but because he's definitely not in the greatest of health. But yeah, he Jørgen, you're spit out a rat carcass. As you're standing over you're hunched over a pile of rat carcasses shaped in the outline of a human. Give me another sand check.
I fail.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, this is disconcerting as you start puking up.
Rat
and
viscera?
that is going to be 3 sand for a natural as you retch out. As
I am
as you,
at my breaking point. If
Okay.
I lose any more,
You'll be fine. It's a good time.
Yeah. It is that was unpleasant. You still feel the strength in your veins. But it is you're hungry again.
Just a quick question. What counts as a dead body? Does a severed limb count as a dead body, or does the person it needs or it belongs to need to be dead?
interesting.
You don't know. You'd have to do some trial and error, wouldn't you?
I guess
Apply
we
the
would.
scientific method to this.
Yeah.
File that
So-
under questions that shouldn't be asked.
Yeah,
It's our
you all
specialty
find.
around here.
Yeah. You all find each other pretty easily by this point. It's sort of mid-afternoon.
Oh, my jacket's
It's,
back,
3
right?
o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
I praise Marley for a good job.
Ryan is going to walk straight up to Yersinia and be like, okay, I need to tell you this now so you don't put a gun at me again later.
Hmm?
The robot, the killing machine robot thing.
I do.
So
Is
I
this
had
good
a
news
little-
or bad news?
Oh, it's great news. I had a look at it, and so I kind of knew how it would work. These things just there was a switch on it with my name, and I think it listens to me now. So we have a pet robot.
Have you ever read the story of Old Yeller?
No, what's it about?
Well, you see, it's about a pet. Jørgen, have you read the story?
Yeah, you're back at this point, but you.
I'm like picking something out of my teeth, and I'll say,
He looks absolutely filthy, by the way.
Saw
Just
the
and
movie.
smells bad. Yeah.
That's just Jørgen, right?
Yeah.
Saw the movie.
Well, then it'll come as no surprise to you what happens at the end of Old Yeller. The dog dies.
All right,
They
you're
kill
talking
the
about-
dog.
Okay, because I mean, you just had a gun at me. You're saying, I mean, I'm kind of old. Just
It's In this situation, Ryan, you can rest easy knowing that you are not the dog.
That helps.
Yeah, Jørgen gives him a significant look. Marley like coughs a little bit. I didn't know you could smoke down the wrong pipe.
We're all in agreement, right? The pipe monster should be told to just walk into the sea or something.
How do you get rid of something like that?
I mean, we've got a lot of people with shotguns tracking us down everywhere.
Marley suddenly realizes she's holding a shotgun.
That is true.
Putting that back.
Having something that could overwatch us while we sleep, so we actually rest through the night. It's been a hot minute since any of us has done that.
Can't tell the difference between static and anyone else.
All of you give me awareness checks.
Oh, no.
Fucking
Success.
That's a magic word.
Critical success. We got an 11.
Failure.
Okay.
Regular.
With a critical success, Ryan, you hear boots in the far distance.
Fucking hell. Time to find out what it can do.
Yep, I think we're about to find out because we have people coming. I will attempt to give an order to the robot.
Okay.
wait. What? Where are the college kids?
Oh, they're around. Yeah, they're
okay.
filming a scene out by the shore.
Okay, continue.
Yeah.
Is the robot near, or is it with the kids?
It's left where it was, so they're shooting somewhere else. So all of them have left the robot where it is, inside the building. They're outside the building on the shore.
All right, I'm going to attempt to control it without speaking first, and see if it understands it, because that's terrifying if it does.
Okay, what are you willing it to do?
To kill the static person like that.
Okay. All right.
Protect the four of us.
I'll be giving sand checks.
Oh no! Oh no!
I failed.
Off 5.
All right. If you fail,
Wait,
it's just
everybody?
one.
You said?
Yeah, it gets up
Right,
and
yeah.
starts moving.
All right, fucking. I did make it.
I did that. That was me. Don't. I just thought it. Don't. It's okay.
Okay.
It's
Gonna
get the other guy.
It starts clanking. The lion statue starts clanking away and goes into the ruins. Clank, 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 clank. It gets more and more distant. Clank, clank.
How many did I lose for that, sorry?
Just one. If
just
you
one,
failed.
sweet.
Yeah. You've all seen it before. It's just, it is
Still not great.
Still not great. And
useful for now, though. Like, I'm happy to get rid of it, but literally man with shotgun coming.
You hear shotgun go off. Then you hear a sound of metal, like, slamming into, like, concrete or metal, and then silence.
Okay.
So we have a decision to make, I think. I mean, depending on resources, because we either wait for the boat or we find a mirror. If that
I
still
believe
works.
that Norris and Ingalls said that we could contact them, didn't they? And they would come and pick us up.
Now we got to go to the airfield.
Yeah, Wright Airport.
We got to go to Wright Airport.
Okay.
They're not picking
Not
us
the
up. We have
wrong
to go
one.
there. No, yeah, correct.
Can I pick up a reflector and attempt to use it?
Yeah, give me a sand check.
While you guys are talking about Air Force and stuff, I'm just going to walk over to it and be like, look at it really hard. Yep. I actually fail. Yay.
Yeah? The reflector shows an airfield.
Let's just go. Can we go? I think we should go.
Keep it open. There's something I need to take care of.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan's just going to hold it. Yeah?
Go through. I'd like to take care of this unseen.
Okay.
We're not. There's no solos. Like, we can't. I'll go with you.
I'll be right behind you. Do what I say, Marley.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to wait till everybody's through.
All right.
Person.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait. You said you were going to decide if there was a better demon for asking questions. I don't remember if you found one or not.
Oh, yeah, person. That would actually, person would definitely work.
All right, yeah. I'll call person's name.
Okay. So you step out of view of the mirror. So the other three, so I assume all three of you are agreeing to this. Obviously, I don't want to before we get into that. I'm
leaving like my hand through the mirror. Like I'm not. Just door's not closing.
That'd be bad.
There is, you go outside. You say the name. An unkempt, homeless man wearing old military fatigues or a jacket, with thick blonde, with a thick blonde beard and hair. The fatigues read Curson, and oddly, he has a python over his shoulders.
All right. I assume he's probably just sitting on the ground or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come over and kind of kneel by him and say, I assume that you're the one I called?
He just looks at you.
I have a question for you, something that's been weighing on my mind, and I'm of the opinion that you can answer it. Mm-hmm. What happened to my Marley?
Person whispers to you. You don't remember, after he's finishes speaking, you don't remember it exactly, but he answered the question. You gain 3 points of a natural.
Okay.
And all you recall are his final words. Go then, and in your bottle find your truth. So you can give me a natural check.
Okay. 9 under 13.
Okay. You get the feeling that whatever's happening to Marley is similar to what's happening to all of you. And you are all being changed the longer you stay in orbit.
Right.
Without going through the center.
So it's ostensibly still Marley and not just an actor in Marley's skin.
No, it is Marley.
Okay, great. I'll go through the portal.
As you turn up to look away, the resort is as it was, but during the day. And there are hundreds of people surrounding you, all in their finest summer evening wear. And Emmeline and the other students are there. And they raise glasses of champagne as you walk through the reflector.
Great.
I am right on the other side, and I just hug Yersinia very tightly.
Yep.
I will return the hug with the usual
as
fervor.
you step through, they bow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All four of you are now at the airport. It is early evening. All four of you give me alertness checks.
Fail.
Normal success.
Critical success.
Regular success.
Okay. Those of you who make it can act this round.
Fuck.
Whoops.
Yep. In fact, let's see here. Ryan, you get to act first. And you'll get some other advantage because of your alertness. There is a private plane in the middle of the airfield. There are a couple of people, like a pilot and looks like a lawyer. They're clearly waiting around for you. But on the so you're basically next to an airplane hangar, coming out of a large mirror they have for some reason. It seems out of place. It actually has gilded sides on golden gilded golden filigree around it. It is very fancy looking.
Glittering yellow in the sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But opposite, so you're on one hangar on one side of the airstrip. The plane's right in front of you. On the opposite side of the airstrip, there's another hangar, and you see two men in gas masks carrying shotguns approaching with malicious intent. There are two of them this time. And they don't see you, or at least they don't know. They're they're marching towards your general direction. But yeah, what do you want to do?
Oh God. Oh no.
How far away are they?
At this
Across a
point,
hangar.
yeah, they're probably like 300-400 feet away. They're very long range.
Okay, they got shotguns. It's long range. I feel like run to plane. Is anyone just go?
How heavy is this mirror on the wall? Is it detachable?
It is on a little wooden stand now that you look at it, and it is on wheels.
Amazing. I will
Is your portal still open? Can you call your friend?
Yeah. I want to. Sooner these guys listen, point to where it is, and then wheel the fucking mirror in front of us. Hopefully these guys get the idea of we should probably be behind that.
All right, give me an athletics check to. It is big.
Yep. No, I am. Do I have athletics? Yes, I do. Good. I'm fantastic at athletics.
Can we help? Since I also see what's.
Okay.
29 under 32.
You can also help. It'll get there faster. I'll say it takes a total of 4 successful skill checks to get it.
So I would also while I'm holding onto this portal, trying to call the thing to come to protect us, the little robot man.
Okay. Yeah.
I succeed on helping, by the way.
Yeah.
If he can run into that little portal that's still open,
yeah,
that would be helpful.
That would be helpful. All right. So the 4 of so Yersinia, you're the only one who failed your alertness check.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're just kind of like, what the fuck is happening? As you're
I'm pulling her along.
Yeah.
I'm basking in the relief that Marley is still Marley.
Yeah. Yeah, so Yersinia, you actually see that there is another static killer coming from the hangar that you appeared in, coming from behind. That will be a problem next round, which will be now. So, so we'll go in order of dex. Let's see here what their stats are. All right, all 3 of them have a dex of 11. So who has a higher dex than 11?
I do.
Jørgen.
Yeah, all right. So we'll just start with Ryan, because again, critical success.
So the one that's going to be the most immediate danger, you'll say, was right behind us?
Yep.
All right, well, I will spin the vague portal shield that way then. Right. So at least if we get shot at, it's shooting a crowd of people on an island.
Yeah, give me an athletics. Or, string times 5, actually, to just wheel it around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ot 1. I am the strongest. Yeah. Portals are really light, actually. Yeah.
Now you're thinking with them.
All right. So you have so you have the plane on one side and the mirror on the other side. So you're actually protected on both sides. So you can just run to the plane next round and try and get in. They are starting the engine up. They see you, and they are starting to get the engine up. So that's your action. Let's see here. Marley, is your dex above 11?
No. What is my boy's dex?
That's a good question.
We don't know. We don't have access to that information.
We'll find out.
We don't have access to that information.
So your dex is below, Marley?
Mine is 10.
Okay. I got 16.
Okay, yeah, so you're next.
All right, he's going to dash in low and then go high on this static fellow who's closest by. We're gonna see if we can't remove the head from the body with the machete and see if he still moves.
Okay. Yeah, melee. Let's see here. I would say he would be aware of you, and he has a gun, so he would get to shoot you first, because you're charging with a melee weapon.
Okay, and how does that work? Is that just a normal thing, or is there a dodge involved, or how does that go?
If you dodge, dodge is like jumping to cover. So if you dodge, you're not going to be able to attack him. You just gotta hope he misses. Like charging someone with a machete, charging someone while you have a machete and they have a shotgun is kind of like
it is dangerous. You may not want to do that
thing. Yeah. So he will get to attack you first.
Okay.
Because he is far enough away that he will see you, and there's not really stealth at this point. So, because you were hiding behind the mirror last round.
How
so.
far? Well, okay. No, I don't. I
Yeah.
don't want to be. I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Depending on how far away he is, that makes sense or it doesn't.
He's
It's fine.
definitely far enough away that you can't melee him before he can shoot you. So you can, if you have a gun, you could shoot him this round.
I don't think I do have a gun right now. So
Okay.
yeah,
You can make a run for the plane.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because the plane can only fit so many people in at a time. It is one narrow door.
Yeah.
So give me athletics.
Get some good
Mm-hmm.
get some good cover in there. We've been over this. Is 100 good or really bad?
Really bad.
It's really bad.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
At least you're not getting shot with that.
Let's see here. So what happens? You run and trip, and you'll be stunned on your next action. So
I've got a question.
Yeah. Mhm.
Are the static agents dead? Would they be like appetizing to Jürgen's palate, the smell?
That's an interesting question.
That's is an interesting question. He's not really thinking about that right now.
They're also covered in like gas masks. I don't know.
That
if
is
affects-
true.
Yeah, and right now they're the one that is coming up behind you is probably within scent range at this point, but you're going to have to concentrate on it.
Yeah, he's too concussed to smell right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Jørgen falls and hits his head, and he's just like, or gets the air knocked out of him. So no damage, but you're definitely losing your next action.
I managed to like land on both my solar plexus and my balls at the same time. It's just
Yeah.
Going in the Delta Green Funny Moments compilation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Delta Green fails.
Oh god.
Yeah, they
Delta fail. Yeah.
They have a presentation every year at HQ, and if you end up in one, you're probably already dead, so it's fine.
Fail to green. Yeah.
Yersinia, is your dex above 11?
I think mine. Let me check. Mine's 13.
All right, yeah. So you're next.
Ryan is trying to turn the mirror around and do shit with that, right?
Yeah. Ryan did turn the mirror around to block.
Okay.
So Ryan's
critically succeeded.
Yeah, Ryan has cover against the shotgun. Like,
If you're
Okay.
behind the portal, you should be fine. But
yeah,
do
are
what
you? Or are you going to get a? Yeah, you could choose to run to the plane, in which case he would have a shot angle on you. He definitely has an angle on Jørgen.
I'm gonna
yeah.
instruct Marley to run to the plane and aim my gun at the static fucker that has line on us.
Yeah. All right. Go and take a firearms check.
I'm really fucking good at that.
Good.
Yep. 38 under 80.
All right. Roll damage.
How do I do that again? Which one's a
What kind
pistol?
of what gun are you using?
Regular
I have
pistol is 1d10.
Yeah.
1d10. So just one of the regular dices I'm rolling usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5.
5. All right. The bullet, you definitely center mass flinches at it, but he is going to go next, and he is going to try and shoot at Jørgen because Jørgen is right there.
Yeah.
Appetizing little snack.
And rolls a 23, so that would definitely hit.
Hey, it's not a 22. That's
Yep. Let's see here, and that is going to be let's see. Only 5 damage.
Ow.
Yeah, a solid slug hits you in the shoulder, so you now have a nice bloody hole in your body that is very unpleasant. Fortunately, you're adapted to violence, so
There might be something I can do about this. We'll
there
see.
might be. So the other two are walking up again. They'll be in range of the plane next round. So they are probably going to shoot at the plane. Let's see here. I think only left is Marley.
Yep, that's me. And Sin told me to run to the plane, so I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
What a good little pet.
Athletics or Dex times 5. You're just run.
All right, we'll go with Dex times 5. 23. I make it.
All right, you're in the plane.
I'm pulling after I get in the plane. I'm pulling out the shotgun.
Okay. All right. New round. Yeah, Ryan, you have cover. You have a clear line to the plane. What do you want to do?
I'm still attempting to get the robot boy to come and help, please.
All right, you're mentally doing that, but what are you physically doing?
I'm gonna fucking run to the plane.
All right, Dex times 5.
That is a critical success.
Okay.
Oh,
Give me.
Can you
a
hood
strength
slide
check.
over a plane?
Help Jørgen at least
Yeah.
get to his feet or something.
Give me. If you give me a strength times 5, you can like basically unstun Jørgen and give him an
Like
action.
alley-oop me on your way. I also get
Yeah,
a con times 5 check when it's my turn.
Okay.
I make that 17.
All right. Yeah. So Jørgen, go give me that con times 5 check. Oh yeah, because it was massive damage, right? Yeah.
No.
would-
When you're stunned, you get a con times 5 check at the start of your turn to see if you can act normally, and I succeeded.
Okay. Yeah, but Ryan gets you on your feet. You're able to act.
Okay. Where are the relative positions of the static killers compared to the plane? And
2 of them are on the other side of the plane. Like you're near the passenger door. So imagine like a fancy, private jet door in the back. You're all sort of clustered near that door in the.
And how far away is the one that's not on the opposite side?
He's in pistol range for sure at this point. So like 50, 100 feet, something like that. I mean, definitely not like charge on open ground during some. You could throw your machete with a penalty.
One question first. Is there any kind of penalty for shooting a moving target?
No, it's just standard. Like it depends on range and like what if they have cover more than anything else.
Because I was
There's
thinking
no cover. Yeah.
if I run obliquely, I could at least make it so that if he shot at me, he couldn't shoot at any of my friends.
Well, that's a dodge check. If you do that, you just
Oh, you want to kite them?
Yeah. That's the idea.
I mean, you're near the plane.
Okay. In that case, if I'm closer to the plane, I will do that. I'll go for the plane.
Okay, yeah. You've all been backing up towards the plane this entire time. Like, Dex times 5 or athletics. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, athletics success. I'll look for a place that I can sort of crouch where I can spring on someone if they try to come in.
Okay.
Actually, Jørgen, are you okay with guns? Like, are you good with guns, or are you a knife guy?
I'm all right. I'm better at knives, but I'm fine with guns too.
Okay, because I have this shotgun, and I wasn't sure if one of us should be covering the door.
If you want to toss that to me on my way, I'll change my plans.
What is your firearms score, if I may ask?
60.
To metagame slightly. Okay, yeah, no, you're better than me.
All right.
Then I'll pass you the shotgun, cover the door.
Okay. So Jørgen, you get in, you get the shotgun. You won't be able to shoot this round, but
sure.
Then and Marley's already in. Let's see here. Ryan, did you get in too?
Yeah, Ryan.
I assume so after I got Jørgen up.
All right,
that was the plan.
All right, so there's not room to get Yersinia in this round. The door can only take 2 people a turn. So, like, let's see here. Yersinia, you get to go, and then they get to go.
fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
The mirror provides cover, right?
Yeah, you can shoot. You could shoot from behind it. Yeah, it'll give them a penalty to the shooting.
Well, the other 2 I'm not particularly interested in at the moment if I have cover from them. But the one that I shot last turn is still alive and working, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna unload on that one again.
Give me another roll.
12.
That definitely hits. He's not trying to dodge.
Creepy. 7.
All right, he falls down.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, does she get sandbag for that?
Yeah, you get 1 back.
Yeah.
As a treat.
Yeah, it's a treat.
1 sand as a treat.
You act, then they will act. They have a negative 30 this time. They miss. They miss barely. They're starting to shoot at the plane. As they're Terminator walking, firing their pump action shotguns at the plane. But they don't extend for range. They don't arc it correctly. So yeah, really, next round, Yersinia, if you making this Dex times 5, the plane can take off.
All right.
At this point, the thing. Oh yeah, actually, give me a sand check though. You're near the mirror.
Oh no! I do make it 17.
Okay, so you don't lose your shit or panic when the mirror explodes, and just the shriek of metal.
Good dog.
Comes out.
Simba.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, give me this Dex times 5. You really want to make it.
I really want to fucking make this shit. That shouldn't be an issue because it's not an issue. I've got great Dex. That is a 53 under 65.
Okay, yeah, you make it. The plane starts accelerating. The static agents will get 1 last round to shoot. But nope, they miss. And the as the play takes off, do any of you watch what happens through your window?
Nope. I'm just hugging Yersinia. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
I am not adapted to violence. I have one tick left off of that box. I am just gonna know what happens.
I'm right on. I'm just hovering above. I'm a point or two above breakpoint, so we're just gonna hug Yersinia and feel like I'm not dead. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get this fucking slug out of my shoulder, please.
Oh yeah, they have a paramedic bag on the plane
And a paramedic.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, Ryan, this will be great. I'm sure this has never been a problem.
75 does make, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You heal 3 damage.
All right.
Would you like to keep the bullet or not?
Oh no, it went through him. It was a through.
Oh, like it smashed into the fucking.
This was
yeah.
This was a shotgun slug,
It's
like a 12 gauge. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The good news is I can make the entry point like a nice like hairline scar. The bad
flush.
news is the back of your shoulder. It's not going to look
Now-
that pretty.
Ryan, you've stitched up Jørgen multiple times at this point, and
Very true.
his skin texture feels a little different, and the it's a little harder to push the needle and thread through.
Just subpar needles that these rich people buy. They're
It
getting all-
is
Yeah,
way
so it's
harder
like an
enough
extra
to-
2
not
things
harder
of
enough to
strength,
block any
just
damage.
like the scene from Captain America, touch the peck. Like that's different.
yeah. But when you do that, you kind of like glues together really quickly, like it's almost congealing. Like yeah, it's really weird.
Oh, that's cool. That's handy. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of you're healing pretty quickly there. That's useful for you,
Clear
I
eyes,
guess.
full stomach, can't lose.
All of you get in the plane. All of you just for fun. Give
No.
me an alertness check.
Oh, come on.
Mhm.
I make that 29.
I made it with a 6.
35. I make it.
So all of you make it?
Yep.
Nice. All of you see, the plane takes off. It's a very high-end private jet, and it arcs. It turns around, and you all notice. You can see Marsh Island from there, and there are no ruins. It is just an island.
Cool.
There's-
Cool.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's a lawyer there.
Yeah. Here. This is the paperwork that was requested.
Yeah, he is a slick back hair, very expensive suit, 40s, 50s, that kind of like very moneyed but busy workaholic look. He
Patrick
looks at
Bateman.
well, your words, not mine. But says, "Thank you. Our client would like to thank you."
Well,
for your diligence."
he was very polite to us when we were in a rough spot. So happy to help.
Yes, I have very explicit instructions to help you. It is my understanding that you are trying to find a particular hotel in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
My client has very detailed instructions. He takes out a thin manila folder and hands it. He offers it up in the air to not sure which of you to give it to.
I'll take it.
All right. My client insists that if you enter this, of course, must be kept in strict of confidences, as these actions, in order to accomplish this, you may not be strictly legal. Obviously, you must do this on your own discretion. We are not legally liable for your actions.
Yeah, not legal advice. You're not my attorney. I understand.
Yes, but if you were to enter this particular building at night and arrange it so that the only certain rooms on the southeast facing side of the building were on, to arrange a certain pattern, that the hotel you seek would be you would be able to see the hotel from where you were.
Okay.
Inside the building at the top of where the symbol would be. So,
A symbol that, well, you wouldn't know. You haven't looked at it. Okay.
No, I was given orders not to look at.
No, it's for the best.
Yes. So apparently that the yes, and I'm not sure I understand these instructions either, but I was told that you would understand.
It's best if you just don't worry about code breaking. We have experts for that.
Okay, yes, obviously, yeah. I do not wish to. I don't want to know.
I'm sure that your client appreciates your discretion just as we do.
But my client does very much would like you to have the lights of the south-facing wall side of this building create this pattern by lighting certain rooms and keeping the other rooms unlit at night. There's no timetable, but if you were to do this, you would be able to find the hotel you're looking for. And if you need any help in doing this, we can provide material support. Obviously, I have made arrangements for you to stay at a place inside New York. There are instructions in there how to get there. There will be a car licensed to a shell company, but the keys will be in there, and it will be in your name, Marley Madelyn. So in case you're pulled over, whatever, you can prove that you are legally eligible to drive it. It's not a stolen vehicle, et cetera, et cetera.
That's something I would love to have in the system, but all right.
It should be very discreet unless you were directly investigated by the police. You should be fine.
My last name is Gross, by the way. Madelyn is my middle name.
I see.
It's German for big.
I see. And if there's anything else we can do to help make this possible, while we're in the air.
If you would be able to provide us with some unused cell phones, as well as perhaps some radios, short range is fine.
Yeah, he takes out his phone and starts texting. Yes, they'll be on the ground.
Thank you.
Vehicle.
I look to the others. Any other supplies, materials, tools?
Pharmaceuticals?
Sure. What would you require? You can write
here.
Write it. Here, actually, if you just write it down.
I'll write a list, yeah.
Ryan just starts writing out pills. Pills.
The good ones, you know.
Hey, don't you have an addiction?
The good
I
ones.
do.
Yeah, give me a sand check now that you think about it.
Yeah.
It's like the sushi menu. Check this box, 3 of these.
That's odd 9, because I've just been given a menu to order from. I'm good.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? I'm fixing for some, but this is how I get it. Great, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. You know, if we're talking to rich people's lawyers and it's being comped, I feel like that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, if you have any other questions, we should be in New York in a few hours.
Excellent. Well, I think I'm going to sit down for a little while. Thank you.
Of course. I will be up front working on some business, but if you need anything, please feel free to ask. I'm here to help you accomplish your mission, job, whatever.
Is it going to be daylight when we land?
It'll be quite late. It is. It'll be about, well, not very, very late, but it'll be about, I think about 9:30 p.m.
Okay, good.
Good. I'm glad that's good. Yes.
Not a morning person.
I feel like, as well as just simple things for, changes of clothes, we're traveling fairly light.
Yes, of course. That will be waiting for you at your
excellent
Airbnb. Yes. Yeah.
I need a balaclava wraparound sunglasses and gloves.
Typing away. All right. Yeah. All right. So you got a plane ride.
Much obliged.
He does have a spare. There is a little entertainment center, and there is there are a couple tablets.
I'm gonna sit down with the envelope and just be like, resign myself to the fact that I'm gonna open this and it's gonna be that symbol from the encounter group's flyer and various other places, and then I'm gonna check what's in the envelope.
Yeah, it's a architectural diagram showing one side of a skyscraper, and certain windows have been filled in with a yellow marker to form the yellow sign.
Okay.
I will take a small mirror out of the medical bag see if I can connect to the airport hangar one of the shards of glass of the mirror that is broken. And if that works, I would like to send my robot to New York.
What the fuck, Ryan?
You don't know I'm doing this. I'm just
we don't know
looking
anything.
at my medical bag. I can do all this without talking.
Out of character, I feel like the person who's been summoning demons on their own for a while now.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
anything about that.
This doesn't hurt you because you don't know I did it.
Ryan just feels bad because you don't have a special power and he has 2.
Yeah.
My special power is I lose sanity all the time.
My special power is I died once.
Yeah. Give me a sand check.
And I found out what the clown does. So fuck you guys.
Oh, no.
You did find out what the clown does.
52 is a failure. Yes.
Okay. Yeah? You think that works?
Great.
Wait, where are you sending it?
Well, we know where we're which hotel we're going to.
Hype Dog takes Manhattan.
Oh my god.
It's going on an adventure.
So does it have Google Maps or what?
I don't know.
It's gonna be it's gonna be like Incredible Journey, that kids movie where the pets find their way home, but different.
All right, that takes you kind of trance out for a while. It takes you a while to kind of do that. So you're just kind of looking into a mirror for a while.
A smarter idea, instead of get him to walk across the country, get him to walk to where I know a mirror is.
Look, you told him to go to New York.
Yeah. He's going to get to New York. I believe in him.
He's zoned out.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So yeah, that's what you're doing, and kind of you're writing the scripts of things that you want. Yersinia, what are you doing? On the plane ride, just kind of chilling out?
If Marley hasn't taken a seat somewhere private, I would like to lead Marley to a different, more private area.
Yeah.
After she puts the documents away, she's just zoning out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll take a seat across from Marley, and I will reach out and I will cup her face. I'm sorry, and I'll just I'll thumb the scars on her face. I don't have
speak. You don't have anything to apologize for. You're fine.
I do. After you had been killed, I had my doubts as to whether or not you were really Marley. I was also very cold towards you because I was rather upset, and I apologize for that.
We both dug into some things that, we probably should have dealt with earlier.
Yeah, I want you to know that through my own means, I have arrived at the indisputable conclusion that whatever happened to you happened. You are still yourself, if that is any consolation.
Honestly, it's not something I've been worrying about yet, but I believe you.
I'm glad. You can keep my coat for what it's worth.
Thank you.
And I'll change sides so that I'm sitting on Marley's side and let her, I don't know, just cry into my shoulder or something.
I just lean over on her and yeah.
Okay.
Marley's just dozing off, choking a dude out and running for her life really, really took it out of her.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone else is doing something. Jørgen, you just kind of trying to rest on the flight back to New York?
I think so. Yeah, I'm getting ready for my Invisible Man act.
All right.
Hey, I was doing that earlier. We're just trading it around.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're the plane ride is brief. The 4 hours seems to go by in an instant. Before you know it, you're landing on an airfield somewhere, in near New York City. There is a car waiting for you. It is a late model red Jaguar
Lamborghini.
Son of a fucking bitch.
It is SUV this time, but it is a red Jaguar. Yeah.
Why do we get the red Jaguar every fucking time?
Before we get in it, I want to check the trunk.
Jørgen actually laughs when he sees
Like Marley feels an impulse to cautiously check the trunk for personal reasons.
For you.
What are you afraid of being in there?
I mean, I came out of a Jaguar trunk already once, so you know, I just like to
The
check.
Prestige.
Yeah.
And I did find that lawyer's number in there before, so honestly, it's just out of like, well, Jaguar trunks are important now to me.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there is a little business card there.
Okay, yeah, take it.
It's the hotel brothel bin.
Yeah, well, you know, it's good to just tuck that in shirt pocket there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the four of you get in. Yeah, there's a address to a safe house that's been made for you.
Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that? That felt weird.
And there's 4 cell phones.
Okay.
They have a little piece of tape on the back that reads 1, 2, 3, 4. And the numbers are programmed in there 1, 2, 3, 4.
I take 1 and 2 and I hand 1 to Yersinia.
And yeah, they take you. Yeah, who's Marley? Are you driving again?
Oh God, yes. Are you kidding?
All right.
Yeah, I think Marley's the best driver.
Oh, yeah.
I love Jaguars. I don't know how this keeps happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you get in it. It roars. It is it's a very nice car. It's a very nice vehicle. Yeah. Are you going to the safe house first? Apparently you have more clothes and stuff waiting for you there.
Yeah, I feel like maybe not being on the streets of New York for us is a good thing. So I would say straight to point.
Plus, like,
It's
all of us have been kind of on the run for how many days now? So we've got to be pretty fucking stank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see here. It's all right.
Some of us have been killed at least once. I think half the group charitably has died once.
You said I was still hungry though.
You are feeling a hunger.
Peckish?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see.
It's manageable right now.
I'm trying to see how much this has to do with my advanced healing here. So before I go to the trouble of washing all of the stink off of myself, I'm going to go find an OD to eat.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So 4 of you get to the safe house. It's an apartment in a nice neighborhood. It's not too far from where the McAllister building is. You all think that independently of each
God
other.
damn it.
Yeah. But you go up in there. It's seconds. You have. It's actually 2 stories. First and second floor of a building. There's no one else in the building. It seems like it's like a 4-story building. But you each have your own bedroom. There's showers. There are several sets of clothing, casual, business, and all of you have so you have all like street clothing that are like, t-shirts, hoodies, jeans, tennis shoes, that kind of thing. You also have like business suit clothing for all of you, all at your specifications. And all of you have a set of clothing that's all black with black gloves. And
hell yeah.
Sick.
Also, there are 4 handguns. There are 4 new, like, recent model Glocks.
I know what a gun is, sure.
Yeah. With holsters. So yeah.
Can I instruct Marley to what's the word? Fucking combine our contents so that we can share a room?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was never a question.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It has been laid out with precision. There's toiletries in each bedroom, bathroom. The appropriate stuff, towels. It's like they've thought of everything. There's food in the refrigerator.
Damn.
Nothing for you though, Jørgen. At least not what you're really looking for. So you all get in. There's a little garage for the Red Jaguar, so you don't have to like park on the
Fucking
street.
swanky hotel.
No, it's like an apartment. Like it's a whole thing.
Oh,
It's like-
yeah.
Like
Airbnb,
imagine
they said.
Airbnb, but instead it's actually for rich people.
Yeah.
The secret Airbnb, only for people who already
If you're
know
willing to
about
pay $10,000 a night, you get actually pretty classy
Right.
shit.
Yeah, pretty nice stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So you all get in, you all do that. So Jørgen just heading out the door almost immediately.
Oh well, no, I was going to
Okay.
announce first.
Okay.
I need to eat soon. This could cause issues for everyone. I could probably wait a night or two, but we need to be thinking about the lowest impact.
Is it safe to reach out to Gary?
The dead. Let's not mince words. It would be
heard
good to try to talk to him. That's for sure.
I mean, you covered my eyes, Yersinia, but I did hear a lot of sounds.
I was eating rats without knowing that's what was happening. That's why I don't feel quite right, I think.
Well, I suppose that taking care of it sooner rather than later would be the better idea, because the static, whatever they are, seem to come in waves with a certain amount of time between them. And I would not like... Yes, I would not like it if we waited until they were going to show up again until you fed.
I mean, I wonder if it's...
I may know a way to make them not come back.
Oh?
Click my teeth.
Eat them, huh?
Well,
All right, well, I know this city. Ryan just lists off a bunch of, like, places he's picked up people ODing, places where, like, a lot of homeless people hang out, all the, in quotes, low impact.
Well, if we can find a cemetery, though, that's two birds.
Well, cemeteries, the body's going to be treated with formaldehyde. You don't know how that would taste.
That's not great.
Yeah, you don't have to make a check of that. Ryan, you need intelligence times
we should steal a body and take it to the cemetery as
do we have a radio that I can tune into the ambulance on police radio?
You didn't ask for one, but you could call. There is a number you could call.
Nah, I'll just int times 5 then, sure.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's also each of you have an envelope with $2,000 in $20 bills.
Sick.
Oh, time for a sig run.
92. I'm not smart.
Okay.
Didn't you have because you were an ambulancer or whatever? Didn't you have a driving skill that you can? What? Shut up! I don't remember the name.
Paramedic.
Yeah, because you were an ambulancer, you knew the streets really well. So
ambulance mancer, I believe, is the.
Ambulancer is a suborder of a hospitaler. Ryan's actually been running around in full plate and a standard this whole time.
Well, wait. You rolled a 92. That would have failed regardless if it was intelligence times 5 or first aid. I will say, so you don't know anything. So I will say this for free, Ryan. Actually, finding a dead body on demand is actually harder than it looks, because this is a city with millions of people. It's a big city, and the people who die of drug overdoses they kind of hide before they take drugs, so they kind of die in their apartments or in alleys or behind dumpsters
buildings.
or abandoned building. You could spend all night unless you have a lead on a OD or you make some OD. It's needle in a haystack to find a random dead body. They don't it. Also, New York's cleaned up a lot in the last 15 years. It's a lot more gentrified. It's actually hard to get a body without some kind of intel on it. Yeah.
I would really like to roll a luck check.
Mm-hmm.
The morgue we've previously robbed from, is it one of those educational morgues that has a mirror above the body so all the students can look?
Okay. Yeah. It does. It does.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Point of order. Excuse me. Meant to bring this up earlier, actually. When we do or are involved in supernatural shit, they find us. I don't know if I think the mirror might be more of a risk than we want.
You might be right.
I feel like that's been increasingly the more mirror stuff we do, the more they're around. I don't know what else draws them, because they also just found us at the gas station, so I don't
like your line of thinking.
They were also at the airport.
I mean, that's the other end of the
Immediately.
portal. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. There's,
How about we give it a couple of days?
I
and
think
see
they
how
might-
my shoulder is doing.
yeah, because
Just
there's
keep
not,
an eye out for dead bodies.
as far as we know, we need to plan. We need to case the place that we're going. We're not, I hate to say this because our daughter is out there, but we also need to live to find her. And so I think that we have to take a minute to breathe. I think they're always coming a little bit closer to us, but I think when we use the portals, I think they get here faster.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm afraid that that's the case.
It's worth looking into.
We could run a test after we've rested.
Yeah.
Jørgen drinks a shitload of water and goes to sleep.
I mean, you can make a sand check to try and eat regular food, Jørgen.
Like,
I don't know if that would that make you
like-
sicker and hungrier. Like
I'm wondering if that helps my healing at all or not. I'll try it. Why
Yeah.
not?
Okay.
I fail.
It just looks. It just.
Like, I can't. Like, I look at it and I literally can't put it in my mouth, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, God, this is not going to work. This is not going to work.
Yeah. I would say you'd all make sand checks for helplessness at this point, but I don't think
What? What's
I
that?
think we're
Yeah.
adapted.
I'm-
you're all-
I
yeah.
think you just mean for reality, which is normal, and therefore don't have to make a sand check.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Ask the
All right.
fish how the water is. Yeah.
So yeah. If you all stay in the night, you can all just sleep and get all your willpower back. Yeah. So it is now September 8th. Yesterday was September 7th, and
Sounds good so far.
so yeah, you're back in New York City, baby.
Oh god.
City
Yeah.
that never sleeps.
City never sleeps. Yeah. You set an alarm. You just wake up when you wake up.
I just wake up when I wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely not setting an alarm.
I'm not
Leave
thinking of the
a
morning.
nice
I'm just
bed.
I guess I'm the only one that wakes up early?
I'm taking
Yeah.
the longest shower in the world, and then
Yes.
Mhm.
then just whatever happens.
All right, so the three of you are up. Jørgen is still asleep. When so
yeah.
Yersinia is up first. At dawn, I guess. I'm guessing, or I don't know. When do you wake up?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
up pretty early.
Yeah.
I mean, I also hear your alarm go off. So
So yeah, Marley's not too far behind. Also, as a career FBI agent, you're just used to waking up early anyway.
in parentheses, retired, comma, force ablation.
And yeah, Ryan, you're up not too long after that. So it's like
Ryan
9.
would have taken pain pills last night as well.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh god.
All right, yeah. So
Yeah, Ryan
8
may still be
a.m.
asleep.
Yeah, Ryan's definitely asleep. Never mind. Ryan's
Do we
still
need to
asleep.
do a wellness check later?
Yeah, so 8 a.m. You two are up. Yersinia and Marley. The other two show no signs of waking up anytime soon. Do you two want to do anything?
Is there a balcony? Because I want to smoke on the balcony.
Yeah, I think we
Oh,
just
hell
have a
yeah.
really nice fucking morning together.
Yeah, we're making a nice little breakfast, just
Coffee, cigarettes, and
Yeah.
a little bit of hand holding. Woo!
Yeah. It's nice.
Coffee and cigarettes. What a combination.
it's breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Polish breakfast.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, that the morning that you spend a lovely 2 hours together. And then like 10 a.m. rolls around and you're like, well, they're still not up. You still keep on vacation or like
no.
whoop. Okay,
No.
yeah.
At that point, I'm frustrated with them.
It was their job to interrupt our nice morning, and they didn't do it.
I mean, it's still morning now. You can continue. You just do this until noon if you want to.
No, because we
Yeah.
also have shit to do.
You do have a lot of shit to do. All right, so what are you two doing? You gonna wake up? Actually, Ryan, you grog. Yeah, you slept about 12 hours. You got in about like 10:30, and now it's about 10 a.m. So like 11 hours of sleep. So you wake up. How do you feel?
Should I do a con check to see how I feel?
Yeah, con times 5. That's a good idea.
I fail that.
Yeah, you don't feel great. Went a little heavy on the pills.
Yeah.
You're a little
Yeah, real
groggy.
groggy, real like dizzy, upset.
You wake up
stomach.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
arm.
You roll over into your dry vomit. Like
you wake up into the arms of your good friend Hangover.
So Ryan staggers out, obviously, in just looking like shit.
And the dead wake.
Yeah.
Coffee? Is there coffee
In the pot.
Yeah. Don't
Thank
know if
you.
it's still hot, but...
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
It's a very high-end coffee maker.
Actually, no, yeah, they have a real nice coffee machine. That's true.
All right, so what do the three of you got to do?
Should we check on Jørgen?
I'm inclined to cut him more of a break than our geriatric friend, but it is unfortunately important that he is awake and functioning.
Well, I mean, if he is going to be more inclined to be a night owl, that does sort of give us an option for round-the-clock operations, I suppose.
True. Well, what do we have on the docket? What needs taken care of?
Well, we need to know more about this building. I mean, we have, structures and whatnot, but we need to know what goes on there, general casing, schedules, figure out what we're going to need to do to be able to get in here and how much work it's actually going to be to set up all these lights. So, I mean, that's sort of primary objective, but obviously... we're back in New York, which means access to a real library and resources. So other research avenues are obviously on the table. I'm sure you have plenty of thoughts in that that I would obviously defer to, other than just the practical goals.
Yeah. I assume at this point you all three look at the briefing that you've been given, essentially.
Yes.
And you can, and they have the address on the building, obviously. They want, and
does
look at it. Yeah.
Does it have like any information as opposed to like building operations and stuff, or is it more just like here's where it is, here's the structure, like?
Well, I mean, it doesn't say on your briefing, but it says this is this is where the New York Times is located.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
all of you can give me in times 5 checks.
What year is it?
2015.
Okay.
According to your cell phones.
I do make that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I make.
Yeah, you just know this would become like a very public thing if you were to do this. This would become a news story. Someone broke into the New York Times to create a weird symbol on the using.
So it's not. This is something that we're gonna have. God.
This is something.
So we're gonna have to. Yeah. So we're gonna have to gain entrance to this building and get all these lights on as quick as possible, which we can't do with just the 4 of us.
Oh, you're pretty good at crime shit now.
I mean, we are, but like, it's a fairly large symbol, and the instant that this starts happening, like, we gotta coordinate different floors and shit.
Gotta know where the fucking light switches are.
And this, of course, doesn't count the fact that the static agents are surely going to catch wind of us as soon as we start.
Well, there's also a question. Well, now I have a secondary question.
Your idea check also, you realize this is going to be something that will spread the yellow sign.
Yep.
It will be commented on and infamous in many ways, in a way that Delta Green could not cover up. You have to break in the New York Times and make the yellow sign using pixel art through the lights.
Minecraft yellow sign. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
it doesn't stack in your inventory. It's a real bummer.
Marley, you can, and Yersinia, both of you have criminology, I think, right? I know Marley.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I have criminology as well.
Give me criminology checks. Yeah.
I have it at 14.
Okay, yeah, I guess you could do that too. Yeah. Right.
No,
I'm helping.
Regular failure.
I make it.
It's actually doable with a little help because it's a 9 to 5 business, at least in terms of regular office hours. So you wait until after dark when the people go home. All the lights will be off except for a few, and then you just have to like plot out either turn on the lights all manually or get to the breakers. You know, the
yeah,
the electrical system. And then
look, I'm not an electronics girl. I don't think of these things.
So you would need like an electronics expert to help you to control the lights. But it's like a building like that has infrastructure that you can, if you can get in the building, get physical access, you can subvert.
Okay, because like Marley like was panicking, thinking like, "Are we gonna have to fucking run up and down stairs?"
Press the light switches.
Yeah.
The main thing is keeping the building, like those rooms, controlled so that nobody fucks it up, right? And also making sure no one turns on lights. Otherwise, the briefing says it has to be on for as long as possible, at least 1 minute.
We'd also want to set up a remote camera or something to see the building on the side to make sure it is actually correct.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I know what I said last night, but this also raises a question. How much of a reflective surface is required for your portals to work? Because if we have a bunch of windows inside a building at night, I don't know how much we might be able to...
If it worked with a film reflector.
But that's true. But again, whenever we test that, we have to not be here. We have to keep like this, just to no phone calls, no whatever while we are here. We all know that, right?
So, the all of you realize at this point Jørgen still hasn't even stirred.
Yeah.
So, and now
I might go check on him.
Okay.
I would like to make a stop at the library.
First off, Ryan, you open up the door. It is absolutely dark. Jørgen has put additional blankets or linens on the window to make this room as dark as possible.
You should have asked for blackout curtains.
Yeah. Jørgen, you stir slightly. You sense someone in your lair. You don't like it.
Yeah, so the bundle underneath the extra sheets on the bed sort of like shifts as Jørgen like rolls up onto his like haunches in kind of a primal squat on the side, the edge of the bed, 2 feet kind of gripping the edge of the bed, one hand, and like the sheets start to sort of like fall away from him as his eyes kind of blaze out of the darkness.
Jørgen,
Ryan.
at this point, you have a choice to make. If you if you really want to be asleep right now, but you can force yourself to be awake.
Oh, I thought never mind.
If you are awake, you're gonna lose a point of sand. If you wait until the sun goes down, then you don't lose any sand.
So that happens and slowly subsides. There's like a combination sound of like a snore and a hiss, and the blankets kind of wrap up into a tighter bundle and shift to the other side.
Ryan's just gonna nod slightly and just shut the door. I don't think we should wake him. He's definitely nocturnal now. I think he's our night guy.
Understandable. Yeah, well, at least the night seems to be our primary time of operation. The days for errands.
Yeah, I mean, we'll need to all shift a little bit more nightward as we get closer to whenever we do this. So I guess he's our vanguard on that.
Okay, so in terms of planning this heist, you kind of have to, if you give me like a general approach, I can tell you what kind of skill checks and things you can do to prep for it before we go on to that. I would say, I didn't forget to mention, you do need to text whenever you decide to do it, you need to text a number in your briefing that's the night. They want to know when you're doing it. They don't say anything about like you have to do it by this date, but like yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's so that they can set up whatever social media boost campaign they're going to do for this that I don't care about, because I'm going to go through this to find my daughter. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Fuck the world. I'm looking for my family.
Yeah, so I guess
we got 2 out of 3.
Yeah. The question is, do you want to rely on Ryan's mirrors, or do you want to like use the old-fashioned way of getting into buildings?
Honestly,
it's a big building, lots of ways in, lots of people are in it.
Honestly, I feel not to besmirch Ryan's superpowers, but I feel like more mundane avenues are probably safer. Like,
I'm a bit worried about the static guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm right about that, but I feel like it accelerates every time we do weird shit. So I think maybe traditional crime is a reliable standby.
Okay.
In which case, I really wish Jørgen was awake, but I'm not gonna poke the bear.
Yeah. So we can kind of montage the day then for your preps, if you want to focus. Kind of like a home scene, but for crime, as a little vignette scene.
Well, didn't Yersinia have like separate research you mentioned?
Yeah. So like, we'll start with Yersinia. So like, how do you want to spend the daytime?
The daytime, I'd like to go to whatever library is most, suited for this task. Specifically, I'm trying to research establishing formal contracts or, historically in, a chemical record or whatever, what has been used to garner the favor of Allosair and Gap.
Okay, yeah, some occult shit, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
also, I'm going to go with you unless you stop me.
You can come with.
Okay, good. Look,
Okay,
I got a 43 in occult. I can help if you.
Yeah.
If you wanted to loop anyone in, just
you
say.
might want to explain why. But yeah,
I have no questions. I don't know why.
Personal hobbies, yeah.
Why would I question Yersinia? She's
okay.
She's,
yeah, New York
perfect.
Public Library has a big demonology section.
Yep.
So, yeah, you could spend that'll give me a cult. And if you ask Marley, tell Marley to look up.
I tell Marley to do it.
Both of you get both. Yeah.
Yes,
I praise her, and I give her all of the fucking carrots. Withhold the stick. What, did you say both roll a cult or what?
Yeah, both of you roll a cult. You're both
36 under 43, success.
16 under 30.
Okay, yeah, you find quite a bit on Allosair and Gap, and other demons of the Ars Gotia.
The search specifically is my situation that I haven't exactly disclosed, and I don't know if I will eventually. My situation seems to be like, one taps. Like, everybody gets one. I'm interested in forming a more long-lasting relationship with them.
Okay. Gap, huh? All right, interesting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, I'm reading up. Okay. So I don't think you've contacted Gap before.
I have not.
So yeah, you can definitely do that. So in terms like contacting them, you do find out, you realize that you can get there is a way that anyone can summon a demon.
Yes.
And it's called the preliminary invocation to Primumaton. Very weird.
Are we doing a dark song shit here?
Yeah, it is. This is some dark song. This is traditional Hermetic occultism.
Ooh.
This is drawing a circle and chanting and writing things. And
Liturgy time.
It takes hours.
Yes.
So yeah, this is with your success.
We do have one bedroom that no one is using that we could that could be our
The demon room.
Don't go in the ritual space.
Every house has a demon room, as far as I'm concerned.
We have a den and a fucking demon room now. Cool.
Bedroom, kitchen, pandemonitorium.
I would say. Yeah.
When I looked back on the beach, there was another set of hoof prints beside me.
So Marley could perform the rituals and summon any of the demons you've summoned before.
Yes.
And the only thing is, because you both succeeded, you realize the demons don't like it. You're challenged as you perform the ritual, and things happen outside of your protective circle.
Demons don't what? They don't like to be challenged.
They don't like to be challenged. They don't like
challenged.
Yeah. So like you don't. There are going to be disruptions outside the circle.
Okay.
And apparently, more likely, the more sins on the soul of the caster, the stronger the disruptions are, because the demons can sense that soul waiting to be dragged to hell. You think this means that if you were to do this, it's going to cause some major shit because of, you just get this intuitive feeling that like,
Right.
this is going to cause a major disruption outside of it. If either, well, you don't know. I mean, for you, for sure. Marley, I mean, you don't, I mean, you're both up to your neck, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would take hours. That would be like, you
So
don't know. It could take up to a full day to perform.
Yeah, that's some long weekend stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's for Marley summoning Alistair.
Mhm.
Now, for Gap, what I was interested in is not letting Marley summon Gap, but more
Mhm.
extending what I can ask from Gap.
Yeah, that would be trickier. There's not really much. It's very much I mean, the thing is, it's already different from the texts, right? Like,
Yeah.
You just do that and they do a thing. There's no negotiations or bargaining, really.
Right.
So you're already sort of off the beaten territory with this.
There's nothing I could do to like curry favor. Like I know some demons you can give them things or wear things or whatever, and they'll like you more.
You do get a reference to another book, and there is a list in there mentioning that you might be able to get a favor by this is like a handwritten note. It says, "Return the Imperial Dynasty of America to Mr. Castaigne."
Oh, is that a guy we met? That's a guy we met.
Yes, that is a guy we met.
We met Mr. Wilde. Did we meet?
Yeah.
Mr. Castaigne was the serviceman for McAllister.
And there is an address in there listing a bookstore.
All right. So,
Out of character, by the way, who went to the bookstore?
me!
That was Yersinia.
Yep.
I've
The
seen
one that
it
she-
through
the-
a mirror.
The one she couldn't find again?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. So, am I to assume that we need to find the Imperial Dynasty of America and bring it back to the bookstore? Does the bookstore have the Imperial Dynasty of America? We need to take it back to Castaigne.
That's what the note says. It's very vague.
Fuck.
And it is.
Okay.
It may not be possible. It may be dangerous. Well, probably dangerous. Yeah.
What?
Care to join me on a bit of a day trip?
Well, I mean, as long as we're in the city.
Do I have time to go to the fucking bookstore right now?
Yeah.
I mean, we got an early start, generally.
Mhm. So,
All right.
Yeah. The two of you head to the bookstore. At least you think you do. Both of you give me sand checks.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
Fail is a 95.
Yep, fail with a 54.
Okay. So meanwhile, as you're looking for the bookstore, Ryan, what are you doing?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna either set up a camera that has the building in focus, or find an open live stream that has one.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah. What do you want to roll for that?
Yes.
Okay. I would say since you're a native New Yorker, you could just make it n times 5 to know what angle, what a good area would be. And then,
I mean, I do have navigate.
all right, navigate. Yeah.
17 I make.
Okay, with navigate, you figure out a little alcove facing the building, and you realize you could get a little webcam. You have enough money. You could buy a burner phone or put your phone on it to give it like a wireless hotspot, and put a battery on it, a USB battery pack, and then like a little GoPro mount.
Yep.
Yeah, like a little GoPro basically, and mount it right here at this spot, and it would be fine. So it'll cost you a couple $100 to get this stuff, but like, if you do it the day of, the battery's going to last like 24 hours. So that would give you enough time to see it. Yeah.
I would also like to just, case the joint, entrances, possibilities, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. You note all the entrances in there, where people are coming and going. They have loading docks, they have a public access, they have an employee access. It's a big building. People are coming and going all the time. Obviously, it sort of clears up during the evening when most of the staff goes home, but they have cleaning crews come in and stuff like that. You note which cleaning crews they are, what their uniforms look like.
Yeah, I take photos, like very much like the old man going, "Oh yes, well, New York, I'm a tourist." Like,
yeah. So yeah, you know, yeah, you get all that documented. So with that information, somebody could plan any number of ways to get in. Either like,
Damn, Ryan.
yeah,
Killing it.
doing that groundwork. Yeah. Jørgen, give me a sand check for dreaming.
Oh no.
29 make.
Okay, you have dreams. You won't remember them when you wake up, but you will be missing 2 willpower when you wake up. Yeah,
Damn.
as they are troubling dreams. As though you are changing, and it is stressful to be in a state of transformation, metamorphosis. But yeah, you also give me a con times 5 check.
Ought 4.
You heal a hit point,
Hooray.
Hey.
but you will wake up feeling hungry.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, you know, itchy,
Do I
tasty.
stumble
It's
upon
fine.
any dead people?
You do not. This is a nice part of New York, and they have a lot of cops and people to cart dead bodies away in a fairly short order.
Yeah, the New York Times gets rid of its corpses through doors that are not accessible to the public, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. You find the bookstore actually fairly easily.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is what that is.
It is Marley, you haven't been here before, I don't think.
Nah.
But yeah. There is the bookstore keeper, a man of Northern African descent with a waistcoat barely containing a cartoonish paunch. He smokes Turkish cigarettes and has a smile like a puzzle box. The bookstore meanders and winds rows and rows of leaning shelves filled with book tracks and corridors, like trails cut into bamboo lit by naked bulbs. Steps go up and down, steps go uneven water-damaged floors, and basement with sagging ceilings meander and curl, hemmed in by the books. Just books and books. New, old, dusty, moldy, yellowing books without titles. Yeah, but when you step in, the bookstore, the shopkeep smiles and nods. Continues reading a book that looks a few hundred years old. You hear a cat purring from somewhere, but you can't see it. And you start looking. Yeah, do you want to talk to the shopkeeper?
Yeah, I would. I'd like to approach the shopkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever get his name last time?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Pardon the intrusion, but I'm looking for a book and some recommendations.
Of course.
So the book that I'm looking for is I believe it's about the Imperial Dynasty of America. You wouldn't happen to have that on your shelves, would you?
Oh, wait, you actually did get his name, so he does have a name. Robert, B.R. Robert. So,
B.R. Robert?
Yep.
Mr. Robert it is. In that case, I'll say it's good to see you again, Robert.
Ah, yes. Hello, Yersinia.
Now, as I mentioned, I'm looking for a book and a couple recommendations, etc., the things I said already.
Yes, I believe we do have that book in. There's somebody else was looking for it earlier, but I don't think they found it. Yes, if you just go down the middle row, some ways back, take a right, go down the stairs, look for the bright yellow book, and then take a left, and it should be in the bottom shelf there. Perfect.
And now, for my other question, do you have any books concerning the nature of demons or how to curry favor with one?
Well, the Ars Goetia, but...
I'm quite familiar with that one.
I'd have to look. Our demonology section is not too far from where you're asking. Just keep going down. Look for another set of stairs down. To the left, look for the water, the bucket where I put it down to catch some drips from the ceiling above. I really must complain about them. They're always. But yes, look there. There might
be Robert.
Yes, of course.
I'll head the way he indicated, which I'm sure is very easy to follow.
Good and normal, yeah.
So the two of you walk down the row for a while, trying to follow his instructions, and you turn a corner and you see Dr. Barbas browsing some books.
Oh, hello, Barbas.
He looks at you. He smells of oil and machines, And you notice he takes out a book and puts it in the shelf, a little red book. Yes, hello?
We've met, haven't we?
Maybe.
Can I roll Humant on him to see how, like, present he is?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, yeah, 68, success.
Okay. He is not all there, but he seems to be more alert than he's letting on.
Your lion came in quite the handy earlier.
Oh?
Indeed, it's a very wonderful assembly, I do have to say. Quite effective at...
Breaking through the static, as it were.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
I see. I have a lot of work to do.
Of course, I'm sure that you're a very busy man.
He turns, starts going off to another row.
I watch to see if he puts another book on the shelf.
He does, almost without thinking about it. You hear the crinkle of paper as he walks.
Yep.
As though his pockets were filled with paper.
Yep.
Yeah. And he turns another corner. Unless you follow him, he'll be gone.
I'm staying the path. Dr. Barbas is a red herring, as it were.
Well, I'm sure he'll end up where he was before.
Wherever he's going to end up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've been very tight-lipped about this, Marley. I'm surprised you haven't... I know you're a very obedient girl, but you haven't asked me any questions about what it is we're researching.
You'll tell me when you're ready to. And I have two things to hold on to right now that I feel one I feel confident in, and the other is just close enough. I believe in you, and I think that the only way out is through. Sounds truer as we go.
Okay. You follow the instructions, and they're sitting with a nice yellow bookmark sticking out of it as though to signal it. There is a book titled The Imperial Dynasty of America.
What do I have to roll when I open it?
I mean, I don't know. What are you doing?
I want to read it. I want to skim. Like, what?
Have a
what
look.
is this?
What's this all about?
Okay. That will take you hours.
Okay. I was thinking I'd get hit with the sanity check.
No.
We can read it home. I mean, unless you really want to.
No. Fuck no.
There is you flip you skim it, I guess, flip the pages around. On the last page, quite visible despite a splotch of red wax, is the yellow sign.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah. There are and that's where we'll stay there as you have found the Imperial Dynasty of America. As by the time you leave the books, you try and find the section that Mr. Robert found or telling you about, but you just find yourself back at the entrance, and night is falling out the window. Yeah.
Right.
So
Jørgen hours.
Jørgen, you awaken, feeling as though you get the sensation that one of your teammates doing something you disapprove of.
Ryan, never.
Yeah.
Do I smell Ryan in the room?
No. No. I mean, you vaguely remember that Ryan stepped in the room momentarily.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. No, you just feel like there's a part of you that's like, what is Yersinia up to?
Sure.
What?
Yeah.
Is there ever not, though?
Yeah.
I'm a busy girl. I got plans. I got plates that I'm spinning. I got irons in the fire,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wheeling and dealing.
So yeah, so we will leave there, as this is now the night of September 8th. Yeah, we'll pick up there, and any questions, comments before we conclude the episode?
I love there's a little robot now.
No?
Yeah.
I think a little undersells it.
We went a lot of places today.
You did.
I like how kowtowed Marley is by Yersinia. This is nice.
Yeah.
I like having a pet.
Aww.
I like Ryan's solved predestination. Just-
It's good.
Fucking Ryan.
Feel like I've got it.
Yeah, you solve predestination by flipping a little switch from Barbas to Ryan. That's how you solve it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, we'll talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.